You know exactly who I'm talking about. The one who keeps hitting snooze, choosing comfort over action. The one who makes big claims, dreams in vivid detail, but never follows through. That version of you, it needs to go. Not tomorrow. Not when things feel right. Now. You don't need another motivational quote. You don't need some perfect sign from the universe. Deep down, you already know. You already feel it in those quiet moments when no one's around to distract you. That frustration you carry, it's not random. It's the weight of missed chances and wasted time. That old version of you is dragging your future through the dirt, and you're letting it happen. It's time to cut it off. Let go of the one with excuses. I'm tired. I'm busy. I'll start on Monday. Monday is just a trap. That version of you talks, but never acts. And the one always waiting for the perfect opportunity never finds one. The one who keeps saying, I'm not ready. Newsflash, no one ever is. Do you think Kobe waited to feel like training? Do you think Elon sat around waiting for the market to be perfect? Winners move regardless. That voice in your head telling you you're not enough? That's not the real you. That's the version that has to die. The new you has no space for doubt. Doubt is a luxury for those who don't want it badly enough. If you're still doubting, maybe you're not ready to let go. Because the old you holds onto past mistakes, obsesses over other people's opinions, and keeps looking in the rearview mirror. But memory builds nothing. Progress is made by effort, by action. So be honest, what has the past actually given you, other than regret and delay? You think growth feels comfortable? It doesn't. Growth is waking up early, studying while others are partying, saying no when yes is easier. Growth is silence. It's pain. It's isolation. But it's worth every second. The old you scrolls endlessly instead of starting. Talks about someday like it's a real plan. But someday is a liar. It's where dreams go to die. You know how many people say, next month, or after this phase, only to end up in the same place, or worse. You don't need more time. You need more urgency, more clarity. You need to start cutting dead weight, starting with the dead version of you. Because that version doesn't care. Eats whatever, thinks whatever, lives however, still expects results. But effort isn't optional. And goals, they're not just cute ideas you tape to your wall. The old you loves comfort. And comfort? It's a slow death. It whispers, you're fine, while your potential fades into the background. You weren't made for mediocrity. You were made to rise, to lead, to dominate. But none of that happens until you bury the old you. It starts now. It starts with that alarm clock. It starts when you stop playing small, when you stop chasing approval, when you stop fearing failure. Because failure isn't the enemy. It's the cost of success. If you're not willing to fail, you're not ready to win. Every rep, every rejection, every uncomfortable decision, it's building the new you. But only if you want it more than comfort, more than safety, more than being liked. People like the old you, the easy one, the predictable one, the one they could control. But the new you? That one's dangerous. That one can't be ignored. So kill the old you. Bury the version that needed permission, that made plans but never followed through, that ran from pain. The life you say you want, it won't accept the old you. It doesn't welcome the excuse maker, or the dreamer who never acts, or the bystander saying, that should be me, while watching others win. If it should be you, prove it. Every single day is a battle. You're either building the next version of yourself or feeding the one that's holding you back. There's no standing still, no in between. If you say you want it, then prove it through action. If you claim you're serious, let your effort speak for you. If you're truly committed, show it in everything you do. No one reaches greatness by choosing the easy route. No one becomes relentless by nurturing their weakness. And no one transforms their life by clinging to an outdated version of it. If you really want change, then change. Eliminate the doubt. Get rid of the hesitation. Destroy the self-pity. Cut the distractions. Drop the need for external validation. Let go of the version of yourself that isn't capable of carrying the life you say you desire. You owe nothing to your past, but you owe everything to the future you're trying to create. Burn down the comfort zone. Build a battlefield in your mind. Start with your thoughts, then your body, then your habits, then your world will follow. This is the arena, and your biggest opponent? The version of you that settles. So attack with intensity. Be ruthless. Be relentless. Get obsessed. Stay locked in. This isn't about being flawless. It's about choosing the right direction and never veering off. Say it out loud. No more playing weak. No more shrinking your vision. No more drifting aimlessly. Potential doesn't win championships. Potential doesn't lift the weight. You do, or you don't. Make the shift. Make the cut. Make the decision. Kill the old you. And don't look back. Not once. Because every time you feel yourself being pulled into those old patterns, the habits, the thoughts, the people who kept you average, remember why you started. Remember those nights you couldn't sleep, that fire burning in your chest, the silent voice inside screaming, I can't live like this anymore. That wasn't random. That was the real you trying to break free. That version doesn't need applause, doesn't need permission, doesn't wait. Because now you're driven by something deeper, purpose. You're building discipline, precision, identity. The kind that doesn't shake when pressure comes. The kind that doesn't break when life hits hard. You've walked through fire and kept walking. You didn't fold. You rose. You were shaped by failure, refined by silence. While others chased the weekend, you chased a legacy. While they posted about effort, you lived it. While they waited for a sign, you created one. That's how the old you dies. Not in some dramatic moment, but slowly, daily, in repetition, in silence, in standards that leave no room for mediocrity. Forget perfection. That's not the point. This is about obsession. Decide who you're going to be and don't stop until that person is real. Until that identity lives in your actions, your discipline, your mindset. You have to become unrecognizable to who you were. Let them say you've changed. That's the goal. You weren't born to fit in. You were built to rise above. You want a new life? Then start by changing yourself. Not your job, not your location, not your relationship. Because a fragile mindset will poison every place it touches. You don't need new surroundings. You need a new self. And self is forged in the dark, when there's no applause, when progress is invisible, when no one's watching. That's when it happens. That's when the old you begins to panic, because you've never gone this long without giving up. You've never been this focused. So keep going. Outlast the old you. Outperform it. Outgrow it. Because the life you want isn't waiting at some distant finish line. It's built here, in the struggle, in the tension, in the routine. That's where the new you is born. You have to treat mediocrity like an allergy. See laziness as toxic. Treat time like oxygen, because it is. The dream has a price, and that price is right now. Every delay makes it more expensive. Every excuse pushes it further away. There's no shortcut, no backdoor, just war. A personal war against every lie you believed, every promise you broke, every excuse you used to protect your comfort. The old you? It was built on deception. The new you? Built on follow-through. You say it, you do it, you commit, you show up, you fall, you rise. No more half measures. No more trying. Kill the word try. You either do it or you don't. Every choice is a vote. Every action, a declaration. You don't need a clean slate. You need a burial. A funeral for the you that avoided discomfort, blamed others, settled for less, hated what they saw in the mirror. Dig the grave. Drop the old version in it. Bury it and rise. Rise with intent, with fury, with precision, with clarity. Not against the world, but against the wasted time you gave to weakness. You don't need to fake anything. You just need to meet the version of you that doesn't fold, doesn't flinch, doesn't stop. The version that's unstoppable. And finally, undeniable. You, the evolved version of yourself, no longer flinches when life hits hard. You don't duck. You don't backpedal. You face the storm head-on, steady gaze, unshakable spine. The scars you carry, you wear them like armor. The old you avoided adversity. The new you thrives on it. Pain isn't your enemy anymore. It's your compass. It's proof that you're growing, that you're exactly where you're meant to be. The version of you that used to fold under pressure? Gone. The new you stands tall. Your presence has changed. Your energy carries weight. When you walk into a room, it shifts. People feel it. They sense the fire in you. Because this isn't a performance. You're not pretending. You've endured the pain. You've walked through the fire. You've earned the right to be here. That's what makes you undeniable. Suddenly, the critics go quiet. The ones who laughed now imitate. The ones who walked away now sit on the sidelines, watching. But you don't even notice. Your eyes are locked forward. You're not chasing applause anymore. You're chasing something greater, legacy. Every sacrifice you've made, every time you chose discipline over distraction, it's adding up. Every moment of solitude, every stumble, every doubt, it's all been fuel. Fuel hot enough to burn the old you down to ash. You're not the same person. Not even close. You stop breaking your own promises. You stop searching for shortcuts. You stop wishing for ease. Instead, you crave the climb. You look in the mirror and say, give me the uphill. I know exactly what's waiting for me at the top. You've stopped complaining. Now you compete. You don't hesitate. You execute. You're not afraid of change, you're the change. But here's the hard truth. It never ends. This isn't a temporary hustle. This isn't a phase. This is your new way of living. Because every single day, you've got to kill the old you again. That voice, the lazy one, the one full of doubt and excuses, it doesn't vanish overnight. It lurks. It waits. It watches for the moment you slow down, the second you lose focus. And when you do, it creeps back in like it never left. So you stay ready. Discipline. Daily. Grit. Daily. Relentlessness. Every damn day. Because the moment you let your guard down, one skipped workout, one careless decision, one weekend of distraction, it all starts to slip. That old you? It rebuilds fast. One wrong move, and the spiral begins. Then comes the fade, then the fall. Don't let it happen. That version is dead. And today's version? Sharper, stronger, closer than ever to being unstoppable. This is your new standard. No more mediocrity. No more maybe later. No more softness. Only forward. Only fire. Only the version of you that refuses to break. So next time that whisper says, take it easy, you answer with discipline. You answer with effort. You answer with undeniable results. And when they ask what happened, what changed, you don't need to explain. Let your results speak. Let your life tell the story. Because you're not done. You kill the old you over and over again. Because every rise requires a burn. Burn the doubt. Burn the excuses. Burn the small, diluted version of you that stayed quiet just to keep others comfortable. And rise. Not as a polished version of your past. Not as a slightly improved copy of who you were. But as something entirely new. Forged in discomfort. Sharpened by routine. Driven by clarity. Defined by action. Because the most powerful form of revenge is to succeed. Quietly. Consistently. Without pause. So here's your challenge for the next 6 months. Bury the old you every single day. No posts. No updates. No motivational speeches. Just pure grind. You versus you. Block out the noise. Disappear. Build in silence. Because when you come back, you won't need to explain. Your results will speak volumes. Keep showing up. Keep swinging. Keep pushing forward. This is your moment. And your moment starts now. Because when the dust clears, when the rest of the world finally opens its eyes, when the spotlight turns your way and they ask, how did you make it? You won't need to say a word. It'll be obvious. In your eyes. In your routine. In the fire that still burns in your discipline. Because greatness leaves trails, and you'll be covered in them. But don't expect it to feel like a party. Don't expect applause. It won't feel like a win. It'll feel like home. Because this is where you were always meant to be. No shortcuts. No skipping steps. You earned every inch. Every scar. Every early morning. Every lonely night. Every tiny victory no one noticed. It all counted. It all mattered. It's what made you. It's how the beast was born. Now your circle has changed. Your habits are locked in. And your confidence? It doesn't need an audience. It just is. Because you walked through fire. And you didn't break. You didn't burn. You built. One brick at a time. One decision at a time. One rep at a time. This is control. This is what it means to take ownership of your life. You're no longer chasing the prize. You are the prize. Success doesn't come later. You're living it now, in motion, every single day. So keep stacking the days. Keep choosing effort over ease. Keep crushing weakness. Because that uncomfortable space, the one everyone avoids, that's where everything you've been searching for lies. Your strength, your identity, your purpose. It was never gone. It was just buried under the version of you that's now dead and gone. And now you've dug deep enough to uncover it. It's real. It's yours. So guard it. Protect it with everything you've got. Because the moment you slip, the old you will try to crawl back in. All it takes is one lazy week, one excuse, one soft decision, and the cracks begin to show. But you didn't go through hell to slide back into mediocrity. What you're building now, it's too strong to shake. Let them doubt you. Let them joke. Let them call you obsessed. Perfect. Let them. Every comment. Every eye roll. That's fuel. When they say, you've changed, just nod and keep walking. Because they're right. You did change. That was the whole point. You didn't come this far to stay the same. You didn't fight through fire just to land back in average. You're here to lead. To dominate. To exceed every limit that once held you down. So keep going. Break through ceilings. Rip off every break. Destroy every excuse still lingering in your system. Their time is up. Let them die along with the version of you that couldn't carry the weight. And here's the most important part. Once the old you is gone, never resurrect them. Not for comfort. Not for nostalgia. Not for anyone. That version wasn't built to handle the life you're creating. That version didn't survive. You did. From now on, the story changes. It's not about potential anymore. It's about proof. Not what you could have done, but what you're about to do. You're no longer defined by your past. You are defined by your decision. So act like it. Own it. Live it. And kill the old you every damn day.